Hi everyone. Today I am going to tell you a short story about Adi Sankaracharya. I read all the stories and I like to share it with a few. So let me begin. Once a few astrologers they came to Sankaracharya to discuss about the content of the scriptures. After the discussion, they wished to see his horoscope. When they saw his horoscope, they said that death will overtake him at the age of 8th or 16th or 32, 32nd years. Aryamba was deeply depressed when she heard about it, and she told Sankara about this. Then Sankaracharya said, "Oh mother, what for you are so sad? And you heard it before my birth. God told you. So one is born means has to live one day. Nothing to worry about it. Don't grieve." And again he gave a short example that when it was raining, when the water falls on the ground, the bubbles are attached with it on the surface of the ground, and that bubbles they attach to each other and they stay just for a moment. After that they merge into the water once again. So life is like that only. So don't worry about me. But hearing his speech, Aryamba was amazed. She started weeping and said, "Oh son, is this the way you should talk to your mother? What I will do? You are just a small kid and you know that your father has already gone. I am all alone. And if also you will also go, what will I do here? And who will look after me? I know I cannot see you married, neither I can enjoy my life with my grandchildren. Just pray to God that I should also die soon." Like this she said, and she cried. So Sankara kept quiet. He didn't discuss anything, say anything further. But he realized that this is the time he should renounce his mother. At least he is not going to renounce the world at that age, because that time he was only 8. So he realized that was the time to renounce his mother. And gradually his wish for becoming a sannyasi, a monk, became stronger and stronger. So he waited for an opportunity to tell about this to his mother. Once he got that chance, and once again he said, "Oh mother, I want to be a monk." Then hearing his word, his mother once again cried. Aryamba started crying and said, "Oh son, you are just a small boy. Is this the time that you should renounce the world? And think about it. If you will go away, who will take care of me? And who will perform the funeral rites when I will die? And oh son, please do not say these words once again. I don't want that I will give you permission to be a monk." Once again Sankara kept quiet. He thought that without mother's permission he could never become a monk, and it's not so easy to mold her. So silently he prayed God, "Oh God, do something so that my mother will agree. She will give me permission." Thus one day early in the morning he said, "Oh mother, come with me. I want to take a bath in the Purna river." Thus mother and son, they both went to Purna river. When Sankara went into the river, suddenly he cried, "Ah, help me, help me." And his mother looked at him. She saw that a crocodile was pulling his leg into the deep water. Then immediately Sankara said, Ki, oh mother, help me. You alone can save me. Then his mother said, oh son, she also cried for help. But it was early in the morning, no one was there. So she said, how can I help you, my son? Tell me, whatever you will say, I will do that. And she thought herself, somehow the crocodile is going to swallow my son. So, oh Lord, do something so that my son will be saved. So immediately she said, tell me anything, my son, I will do it for you. Then Sankara said, Ki, oh mother, grant me permission for my rebirth. Then his mother looked at him with surprise and said, what? I couldn't understand what you are telling, my son. What is rebirth? Means you will die and again you will burn. How can I give you this permission? Then Sankara said, oh mother, rebirth doesn't mean that one has to die and take a birth again. If you will grant me the permission, if I will change the path of my life, then that is equal to rebirth. Oh mother, please grant me the permission. Only by that way I can be saved from this crocodile. Then Aryamba had no choice. She couldn't think anything anymore because she wanted drastically her son back. She said, oh Sankara, wherever you may be in this world, but live happily and be safe. And I grant you, I give my permission that you should become a monk. Thus the words she spoke, and she fainted there. And immediately the crocodile, Sankara was free from that crocodile. And immediately a Gandharva came out from that crocodile body and stood before Sankara. He said, Ki, oh Lord, I am a Gandharva, and years back I was enjoying in this riverbed while Rishi Durvasa was passing through this passage. And I ignored him totally. That is the reason why he cursed me to be a crocodile. And when I begged him for his mercy, he told me that you will get free from this curse when you will touch the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. And thus, now I am free from my curse. He said, and he disappeared. Then Sankaracharya, means Sankara, he joined his hands and prayed to God and took the Sanyasa dharma. When his mother got back her consciousness, she said, Ki, oh Sankara, let us go home. Then Sankara said, home? What home, mother? Where is my home? I am a sannyasi now. How can I go with you, mother? I have no home. Then his mother thought that as if she had seen a bad dream. She cried again and she said, what are you telling, son? Let us go back. Then Sankara said, oh mother, you granted permission that I should be a monk. I have taken monkhood now. I cannot go back to home. Then once again his mother, out of motherly affection, cried and said, oh Sankara, is this the age you should renounce the world? Is this the age you should renounce your mother? What will I do alone? And who will take me to the pilgrimages? Who will show me the path? And who will take care of me? Then Sankara said, oh mother, what do you think? Do you think that I am saved by anyone? That's God, that Almighty who saved me, will take care of everything. Do not worry for this. And oh mother, how much you want suffering? When I was not born, you suffered a lot praying God because you had no children. And when I was in your womb, you suffered for 9 months. And when father died, you suffered for that. When I went to Gurukula Ashram, that time you suffered because you were all alone. Now, O mother, tell me how much you will suffer. Just leave apart all these sadness and sorrow. And once, if you will allow me happily to be a monk, then means if you will renounce me, you will be happy. And once you will be happy, you will get peace. And oh mother, that peace can never be equal with any wealth, with anything. That is a blessing. So, oh mother, don't grieve. Then he said, oh mother, I have taken my birth for this whole world. Just remember, the whole world will be my home. And the women, those who will give me bhiksha, they will be my mothers. And the persons, those who will initiate me into the sacred lore, will be my fathers. And oh mother, when I will realize the Atma, I will get peace. That peace is my spouse, will be my spouse. And my disciples will be my sons. So mother, do not worry for me. Be happy. Then once again she cried and said, means Aryamba said, Ki O Sankara, if you will go away, at the death time, who will be with me? I cannot see you anymore. Then Sankaracharya said, Sankara said, oh mother, I promise you, whenever and any moment, whenever you will think of me, I will be in your side. Wherever I may be, do not worry for that. I will come. And before you take your last breath, I will be with you. And I will also perform the funeral rites of yours. So don't be sad. Thus Sankaracharya went on saying and consoling his mother. And at last he said, oh mother, at least happily you should grant me this blessing. Then his mother said, well, go Sankara and be a monk. And wherever you will be in this earth, be safe and be blessed. Then Sankaracharya prostrated on his mother's feet and got the blessing from her and went to see his family deity Kesava. After his darshan, he went ahead. And you know what? Whenever he was walking, anybody who saw him, that boy, and such a young boy, and in monk dress, they felt sorry for this Sankara. And they were thinking how the mother allowed this young boy to be a monk. Anyways, Sankaracharya thereafter went on. And the next story is beautiful, but I think the next one I will say a story from Mahabharata, and once again I will say from Adi Sankaracharya. And thank you so much. And if there is any mistake, please ignore it. And if you have time, visit my site, thegulpa.com. Thank you.